So the supreme overlord Elon Musk says that we should be out of the UN and out of NATO. He said this on Twitter saying he agrees to this guy, who obviously is a MAGA bot that gets pushed because Elon Musk favors conservative content on Twitter. And he said that they should leave because a Utah senator said they should leave. Now, the question is, why are they saying this? Well, the claim is that because the United States is giving so much to NATO and the UN that it's not fair, and we should leave because they're giving so much funding to NATO, a similar talking point that Donald Trump has made. And I actually think Donald Trump said that every country should be paying at least like 4 to 5% of their GDP. Now, if you look, there's no country paying 40% of their GDP. Matter of fact, the United States is not even number one in terms of percentage of their GDP. Poland is number one. So that means more money would have to be given from the United States. And obviously all these European countries would have to give more as well. So in terms of percentage of GDP, the United States is not so far above everybody else, and they're not even number one. But let's add more context. Here's the total amount of a defense expenditure based on US dollars. As you could see, the United States is giving so much more than all the other countries. And you may think to yourself, see, the United States are just giving so much more money. That's why we should remove ourselves from NATO. But when you add the context that the United States is also making so much more money than everybody else, then, I mean, it makes sense that we're putting in more total amount, even though we're not putting in the most percentage based off our GDP. With that said, can you argue that some of these other countries can give more money to NATO? For sure. I think that's fine to say. But we trump every country when it comes to money, so it makes sense at the end of the day. Like, if we're putting two brain cells together, it just makes sense. So I repeated myself, sorry about that, but us leaving NATO, propaganda, us leaving NATO, BS, us leaving NATO is just another step towards, hey man, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump wants to join BRICS eventually and join with the alliance with China and Russia. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So let me hear your thoughts.